Hi, you guys. Hello, 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 hello. I see people. Aloha, vai, one. Nice to have you on. Alcian, Lara. Yay! Friday.
Guys, Mom, I think just found
Alcian's like, I know, see you. I know. Chase, nice to have you on. 2 minutes away, gang.
May Day is Lay Day in Hawaii, featuring Keauhou, Robert Casimiro, Manu Boyd, and the Haʻihaʻi Girls, with Halau na Kamaleo Lililihua, Kalao no He Mai o Haʻihaʻi, and Halau mo Halaʻi Lima. Join us on May 1st for the world premiere on Facebook Live at 6 p.m., catch it on KGMB at 6 and K5 at 7 p.m. Hawaiian Airlines May Day 2021, Mākaʻikaʻi, presented by the Hawaiian Islands and these fine sponsors.
Friday, yay! Oh!
just whip that on your sword.
Yeah, kind of threw it up. Happy May Day, everybody. Aloha no, aloha kako. Welcome to the show. And happy Friday wherever you are in the world. We hope that your Friday is going well. Let me bring down the music a little bit. We hope your Friday is going well wherever you are. Thank you for turning us on. Billy V Live is on the air, and it is 3 o'clock, a little bit after that, Hawaiian Standard Time. We have a great show for you planned. As a matter of fact, check this out.
Give a lay of love and aloha.
We'll talk with one of the members of the group Keauhou, Zachary Lum, about May Day festivities on TV and on the internet tomorrow night.
Decided to play some songs. We good? Can you adjust the light? Maybe a little match over here.
That's Patrick Landeza when he does live streams, but he's not live streaming from us from home. He's in a
Sit
different
back and
location.
relax. Who else we got on here? We got anybody?
And we got a few people. Thank you very much. Patrick, once again, he is going to be in the green room. No, he's already in the green room. He's already there. All right. We'll have him on. Patrick Landeza standing by from California. In the meantime, there's a lot of people from all over the place. So we like to say hello. And first in the room was Alcian Clegg. Thank you, Alcian, for being here on the show. Chase is on with us. Aloha vai one, who had wonderful comments last week. Rie is here, and some of the comments are just starting to come through. Raynette is here from the Eva Beach side. Debbie Bruce is here as well. Carl Kazuba is from my hometown and is watching right now. Debbie Bruce, did I mention Debbie? I think I did. Gail is on from Mauna Wili over on the windward side of Oahu. Wow, lots of people all of a sudden popping on. ʻIolani is my cousin. She is on the continent, and it's almost 9 o'clock in Arizona. Kim Kaimana, happy Aloha Friday to you. Thank you so much for being here on the show. Colleen Patterson, Oklahoma. How is the weather in Oklahoma? How are you doing? Hope you are doing good. Thanks for being here, Colleen. Mila is here, and to everyone, happy Aloha Friday. We appreciate that. And Kapolei, nice. We've got a wonderful show, but I think we were asking online, what are you doing for May Day tomorrow? Because there's all kinds of things. As a matter of fact, when we get to the weekend section, there's a lot of events. Quite a few of them are May Day related. May Day, just for a couple of moments before we jump into some of the other usual stuff that we do. I remember May Days when I moved from Big Island, Kailua Kona, Carl, and first moved to the island of Oahu. The big thing was going to Robert and Roland Casimero's May Day concert at the Waikiki Shell. And when you got there, you saw people that you haven't seen in ages. Everybody had leis. They were giving leis. They were selling leis. The whole place smelled like you were surrounded, like somebody had dropped you into a swimming pool. Instead of putting in water, they just threw in fresh plumerias. That's what it smelled like. And the entertainment, phenomenal. Pandemic has kind of made it a little bit different. But we'll tell you about May Day festivities on television, and I'll be the host. Zachary Lum will have more on that coming up in just a little bit. Hey, if you get a chance to, and you are over on the that's on the YouTube side, make sure that you hit the like button. Actually, they don't have the like; they have the subscribe button. You hit the bell, you get notifications wherever you go on. Over on the Facebook side, it is the like and the share button. We always appreciate when you hit those. All right, let's tell you that the waves are up on the North Shore. They are up. Look at this. Uh-oh. Is that somebody going to take off on the wave? He is. Bodyboarder. Oh, tubed in there. Okay. So the waves are up on most of the shores. This is North Shore. Of course, they are head high, a little bit over that. They could be over advisory level, and I haven't checked, so I'll have to check in a little bit, and we'll give you the exact forecast. But oh, nice ride going off to the right side. Okay. Oh, here, look at this wave coming. How many guys are gonna take this one? Everybody kind of camping. Ah, it's a wave. What? Oh, one guy from the top. No. Oh wow, look at that on the outside. Anyway, you see the red flags up. So if you are a visitor and you're coming over here to the islands, notice the people that are up high on the beach. If you are not experienced with the water, that's where I'll see it. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, yep. Pretty much. No, it is awesome out there. East side's got trade wind swell, and it's windy at times, so it can be kind of messy out there. But that's the way things are looking. Isn't that nice outside? Okay, Bruno, last wave here. Guys bodyboarding, nice. A lot of people out in the waves. We'll show you another camera here in Pipeline coming up later on in the show. We do want to say mahalo to GB Del Barrio for, by the way, the music while we were showing. And we always, Jeeves, good friend of the show, and we appreciate us being able to use your music. All right, so NCIS Hawaii. This is headline news for you now. We have just gotten this information, and it seems in the last, and I'm talking to the producers next to me, it seems in the last 3 shows, they have always made announcements just hours before the show on something.
Exactly.
Yeah, NCIS, they made an announcement about NCIS Hawaii confirmed. They have just confirmed today who the leads are. So let's go ahead and show you real quickly here. There they are. And let's go ahead and start from your left. That would be Yasmin Al-Bustami and Vanessa Lachey in the middle and Jason Antoon. These are your 3 lead characters for NCIS Hawaii. Now, NCIS Hawaii is going straight to series. Usually they do the pilot, they kind of watch it, they kind of wait to see what the response is, and then they say, okay, well, let's green light you, and you're off and running. This one, no. They just says, you know what? Go, do the pilot, and go right into it. So they are off and running. They are still coming up with members of the cast. They are still scouting. No knowledge yet on when they'll start production, but it is a wait and see. So that's some of the brand new news that is coming out in the last couple of hours or so. And I agree. So excited for the show. You're going to see a lot of Hawaii on TV. You've got Magnum PI. You've got Dugi Kamialoha. You've got NCIS Hawaii, which
There's
means
a lot of crime on the islands. Help!
well,
Somebody help us.
McGarrett, he used to lock up the rock back in the day.
We're on an island, folks. Arrest somebody.
Do you remember that? Jack Lord? Did you know he was in a James Bond movie, by the way? Did you know Jack
Yes,
Lord?
I
Yes,
knew that.
yes. So, Jack Lord, he used to say, okay, hey, Daniel, lock up the rock.
I remember that.
And he'd be so serious, straight-faced. And all the local people would be laughing, going, yeah, right. I'm going Naples Island, bro. You ain't locking up nothing. But, but that was the show, and everybody loved Jack Lord's iconic role in that series.
Yeah, Jack Lord was hot.
Yes.
He was like an icon, just so handsome, and see him around town with his Hawaiian hat, his Lahala hat. Oh my God, he's just handsome.
See him down at Kahala Mall,
Yeah.
down that side. They still got the statue down there. And then Alex O'Loughlin, after that, there was a lot of people that was just like, oh, he's so handsome, he's so athletic. Ooh, drool, especially the ones from Australia that used to hang out at the end of the fence on the red carpet nights. Oh, boy, they were. But anyway, so that
We
was...
digress.
Yes, we digress. Yeah, thank you. So NCIS Hawaii, those are your leads. There they are. Congratulations to them. More to be announced, and we'll have more for you as we get that.
Yeah,
All right.
NCIS.
Let's talk about another gentleman who is also, how shall we say this, that is also on television. There was a young man by the name of Aiden James. We knew him as Aiden James, but we knew his mom and dad, who was Angie Laprete. So Aiden Laprete is his real name, but his stage name was Aiden James. When he was 8 years old, he recorded a song by train, and it went viral at 20 million plus views. He's 20 years old now, and he is on a new show called Chad that is on TBS, so it's on nationwide, and he was just on this past Tuesday watch. Now he's going on a musical side of things. Aiden is now known as just Laprete, mononymously. That it's like Madonna, okay, Laprete. So that's his stage name for music, which he's still doing. But now in the acting world, he is going by probably Aiden Laprete. But also, I want to give a shout out to Nasim Pidrad. She, even though she is playing a boy in Chad, of course, alumna from the Saturday Night Live. So really some good stuff there. Congratulations to Aiden James, Aiden Laprete, or just Laprete. So, and mahalo to his mom, Angie, for giving me a heads up on that. Let's go ahead and get you some other news here. May Day is around the corner, so we got a chance to talk to a special friend of mine about the festivities. And it should be coming up right now, but it's not. So that's okay. So what we'll do is we will talk for a couple of moments, and we will say that it's coming up in just a few moments. As a matter of fact, let's try it again right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Zachary Lum, yay!
Hello, with the audience. Hello.
Brother, here we go. Countdown clock is on. 27 hours till the official start, or at least until May Day 2021, Mākaʻikaʻi starts off on Facebook and on television same time, right?
Yeah, it's 6 p.m. on Facebook Live with all our, with Kahulileolea and all of our wonderful partners and cross posters. And then that on TV, it's going to be 6 p.m. at KGMB. and 7 p.m. On K5.
Before we go jumping into the entertainment, what is it that you are hoping that people take away from May Day? What is the purpose behind you guys doing May Day other than to carry on this tremendous legacy that Robert and Roland Casimiro, what they did and what Robert was able to hand off to you guys? Kind of talk about that for a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I have to go, my mind has to go back to last year when, you know, I think it was in February or something, we had a live concert planned and everything was not ready to go, but at least on its way. We had to have a, excuse me, we had to have a hard conversation with our sponsors regarding like, okay, so what's our COVID plan? At the time, I'm like, what do you mean COVID plan? What do you mean COVID's not going to happen? COVID happened, right? And within a matter of 2 months, we revamped the entire show. We figured out a way to shoot the show safely with people who were willing to allow us to be in their space. And we had a wonderful show because of it. I feel like it was really well received. And really, it was a jumping off point for what this May Day is going to be, what it is. We talk about the idea of tourism coming back and based on the Aina Aloha Futures, Economic Futures Statement and all of these other kinds of initiatives that are really becoming hot topics in our community, not just because of the COVID situation, but really the opportunity for us to like take a moment, pause, and think about the situation that we're in right now and use that as an opportunity, not as well, you know, for lack of better words, this isn't the best situation that we're in. We're in a learning moment. And that's what really May Day is about. We're highlighting the idea of Mākaʻikaʻi, which, to be very short about it, is this special relationship between the Kama'aina and the Malihini. And of course, for your local viewers, you'll know that the Kama'aina is the native, the person who is bound to this land, and the Malihini is the visitor. And in this very Hawaiian cultural-based understanding of what that means as perhaps tourism, or maybe tourism is not that word anymore, we want to present, you know, a possible theory of what Mākaʻikaʻi means, and then how that potentially informs how we look to our future. And the beautiful thing about it is we get to do all of that through beautiful mele, beautiful hula, and wonderful mo'olelo that we get to hear from Kama'aina themselves in these really beautiful places. I know.
Okay. So this is kind of like, okay, we're in a reset situation. So taking advantage of this chance to kind of take a step back and take a bigger look at the picture that we find ourselves in.
Absolutely. And you know, I give all of that weighted manao at the beginning. But the beautiful thing about mele is the fact that, and hula is the fact that we can enjoy it at various levels. And even though this lei that I'm going to call it is kui'd, is sewn with this mana'o of Mākaʻikaʻi, we're still going to enjoy a really wonderful virtual experience of mele and hula by some of Hawaii's most celebrated mele and hula practitioners. So there's something in there for everyone.
Okay, so let's start off with Robert Casimiro, of course, and we always have his brother Roland also deep in our hearts and minds as we go through this time period. Have you talked to Kumu lately, and how is Kumu?
Kumu's doing really well. I did see, actually, the last time I saw him was when we filmed one of the segments for this May Day. And he's doing well, and he's what he told me is that he's very happy that we again get to have an opportunity to make May Day what it is this year, and it really just makes me excited as far as, you know, what kind of doors are we discovering when it comes to May Day, and what does that mean for the future of this kind of expression, right? As we look to a new world. So he's definitely really, I don't think he's seen the full thing yet, but I think he's gonna really enjoy it.
Talk about some of the halau that you have that are dancing on the show.
Well, definitely halau na kamaleo lililehua, my hula brothers, Kumu's Robert Uluvehi Casimiro. We have Kalao no Himayo Hae Hae, Kumu Hula Tracy and Keauhou Lopez, and then Halau Mohala Ilima, Kumu Hula Mapuana de Silva. And they're all being, you know, they're coming at at this program from their place, and that's the best way I can explain it. And when you watch it, you'll understand. It's this whole triangulation of people and place and the song and the hula, and I guess it's more than a triangle at that point, but the idea that we're going to bring together all of these contexts as an expression of May Day and a lot of other things, I think that's what's going to be really enjoyable.
Talk about Kumuhula Manu Boyd for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. Oh, Manu. Kumuhula Manu Boyd is like one of the utmost cultural resources and advisors, consultants, when it comes to so many things. And to have him be able to sing Hanohano Helumoa from Helumoa, it's just, I lack the words to describe how much meaning comes from that, capturing that beautiful moment. And to be able to have us, back him up was also really fun as well.
It's wonderful the way that all of these pieces that you're bringing them all together. Very seldom is there as much thought put into something, with deeper underlying meanings and layers. And then, of course, there's this wonderful group called Keauhou. How are your brothers?
Which group? No, I'm just kidding. We're good. We're good. And May Day has been this wonderful opportunity for us to kind of, get together a little more than usual, play music. Are we coming out with another album? I would say that that's definitely in the future, some future. But May Day was definitely a project that we all were really excited to be a part of and work on.
Wow, look at that. You interview yourself. You asked the next question that I was going to ask, so perfect.
I knew you were going to ask it, Deza.
So in other words, it's like us taking all of the viewers and not just dropping them off at a special place. We're actually with the kama'aina, the people that come from that area and that know those stories intimately.
Well, and you bring up a good point there, Billy, because one of the theoretical things behind this Mākaʻikaʻi idea is the idea that malihini aren't just going to be dropped off somewhere, and hey, go read the pamphlet or go, read the brochure or something like that, read the sign. There's a kama'aina to guide that experience. And that's one of the things that really makes Mākaʻikaʻi, the idea, special as a framework for how we understand inviting guests to our home.
This is interesting. And this is one way. So when we take, there's a word for it. When we take that kuleana, of showing people, that means that we are making sure that we're telling the right stories about those places.
And that's the funny thing too that you mentioned, because this does come up in the program too. It's like, is there one right story? Maybe not. But are there multiple stories that kind of exist around this idea of the kuleana that grounds us into this place and us being a part of this place? Absolutely. And the only way our visitors and our kama'aina can even tap into that is through those people who are literally kama'iai ka'aina. They are kama, they are, what's the word? They're tied, they're bound, they're rooted into the aina. How else are you going to learn about the aina?
All right, so all of this plus the entertainment, and here's one thing. Bring your ukulele, bring your instruments, play along with everybody, and better yet, go grab a lei from somewhere. Or if you can, you have flowers in your own, surroundings, wear a lei, sew your own lei, have the power of you sewing your own lei, and wear that while you watch the show.
Absolutely.
I'm excited now. Zachary Lum, once again, member of the group Keauhou, multiple Hōkū Hanohano Award winner. Zach, thank you so much for all that you do, and looking forward to tomorrow night.
Thanks, Billy. Mahalo for everything that you do.
All right, exciting stuff once again. Mahalo to Zachary Lum for being on the show. May Day, May Day, May Day. Wait, stop. May Day, let's drink. Where did that come up?
It's a new slogan.
I need some help, and I'm going to call on a friend of mine to help me out with this. Patrick Landeza joins us from California.
Aloha.
Okay, so Patrick, I've been told to drink, and before we get to that, I should say Patrick Landeza, na Hōkū Hanohano Award winner, slack key extraordinaire, and he's diving into other things as well, food, wine. We get a chance to talk about that, and can't wait. Love May Day. And
But first,
we have we have wine coming. Cheering, cheering.
cheering. But why are we cheering?
Wait. His bottle's bigger than. Look at that.
Oh,
I gotta
cheers.
go.
God.
Cheering.
Is that why you're not here?
That's why my producer's not here. He's over there with you.
Guys over there.
Yay!
Cheers, guys.
That's right. Absolutely.
Patrick, let's go ahead and talk about things. Where are we? And kind of show me where, let me kind of get this in a little bit of a bigger picture so everybody can see you. Where are we and what is this place?
Really, we are actually in the front part of my kitchen here in the island of Hayward, California. And so this is where we meet and greet all the people, and I share a kitchen with others. And we just have a great time. I just love to cook, and that's where we are. It's happening. I got Guy here, so.
You know a guy.
I know a guy.
There you go.
I know a guy.
Now, okay, first of all, let's talk about food part of things. What came first? Was it the food or the wine?
So, of course, it was the food.
Okay.
The food came first. And, parents from Hawaii, and surrounded by the uncles and aunties, born and raised mainland, food brings back so much memories, right? And especially if you're here on the mainland, there are these things that you miss. You miss these things, and so we give stuff you cannot get. We give you poke by the pound. So there's just tons of poke bowl places, but when I want to have poke, I like poke by the pound, right? Or even lau lau and stuff like that, and kauyuk and all the good stuff, all the stuff you're not supposed to eat, but so wonderful.
Okay, a couple of things here. First of all, there are people that are saying hi to you on the broadcast. Alcian's leaving comments. ʻIolani says, make me a plate, brother Patrick.
Let's go.
Coming up here, as a matter of fact, I want to see if I can do this right now. I'm going to give this a shot here. I'm going to, that's not the box that I wanted. Let's try this one. Nope, that's a dark box. We'll go back to the other one that we had. There is a couple of pictures here that I wanted to try to bring up and show everybody.
There you go.
What is this right here?
So that's the salmon poke. Believe it or not, the salmon poke is popular over here. And that's the limu salmon poke. And I think that's what I'm going to have for dinner tonight, because that is just looking so good. Oh, my gosh. So that's what that is. Yum.
Okay. Let's go ahead and I'll kind of move that out of the way. And I want to bring up another picture here and also show what you're doing. So what is this right here?
That's that spicy poke magic, the spicy ahi magic. That looks really good right there. I'm still getting hungry. If the person that cooks it wants to eat it, then you're going to be okay. You're going to be fine.
Yeah, that looks awesome. So this is all for your catering business, correct?
Yeah, so Fridays we have pickups, and we do 100% delivery. So how's that? 100% delivery. So folks can go through the app and just deliver poke throughout, over here in the Bay Area, or poke lau lau and all kind of goodies, and we deliver to your door.
Wow. So that's okay. So anybody, how far do you deliver? How far do you cater to?
Pretty much Northern Cal, NorCal, San Jose area, Livermore area. We go all the way to Concord. We go, and so we stick around here, South City, Peninsula. But, these people, everybody is all homesick. And especially during these times, you cannot get these types of food, right? And so, I cannot play music. So why not cook? And it's another way of expressing aloha, right? And when people eat, it's almost like performing. You got the audience, and at the end of the show, at the end of the meal, everybody's all ma'a, right? They all that was like the most amazing poke I had all day long. That's what I like. They're
ready to go to sleep already after eating that.
That's right.
Hey, how How did the wine come in? Explain this to me, because I thought, wow, you know,
You want the real story, or do you want the counter? You know what I mean? What you want?
Well, okay, let me explain to you. First of all, I'm looking at this. I'm like, wow, Patrick Landeza has his own line of wines. I'm like, could there be a Billy V wine maybe eventually one day? Did you learn about wines? Do you have somebody hold your hand through that? Is that something that you wanted to do anyway? How did you get started with that?
You know, it's like Billy with Ehrenberg Cellars. I teamed up with Ehrenberg Cellars based out of Livermore. And like everybody else, you know, we're all suffering from this whole, you know, sheltering in place, and we're losing brew pubs, we're losing wineries, we're losing restaurants. And so all during this time, you know, I've been talking to him, and I'm like, look at all these barrels. And they had suggested, why don't we come up with a blend for you? And so, you know, he had me experiment and try different types of wines, and also blending it, and the percentages of blending, and most importantly, what matches with the food. And I am not a wine professional. I am not a chef. I tell you what, I am down for some down home cooking. And so the wine just matches, makes me happy, makes folks happy. And lo and behold, we selling.
Hey, there's a bunch of people making comments here. Sharon is exclamation point Bay Area, like yay. Kalani Casimiro says he makes some mean Portuguese sausage. Yes,
we make, because I cannot. What are we gonna do? So we, you know, someone had graciously shared their Portuguese sausage recipe with us. We adapted it, and we sell in Portuguese sausage like, you know, I mean, it's like no tomorrow. And people go, is this linguiça? And I go, no, just Portuguese sausage. Well, isn't it the same? It's not the same. Like, you gotta go. I said, well, what's the difference? Well, they sell Portuguese sausage at McDonald's in Hawaii. That enough said. But, you know, it's we're just hungry, Billy. We're hungry for this. We all know for all this food, right?
Exactly.
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
We got we're going to shift this a little bit. First of all, if anybody wants to get their hands on the wine, how do they do that?
EhrenbergCellars.com. Ehrenberg Cellars, you know, so he's based out of Livermore, or you can just Google Patrick Landeza's wine, and yeah, and so it's just so much more fun to, you know, and I keep saying, the more you drink, you know, the better my food tastes, yeah?
And your music.
And your music.
Oh, my music even more honor the more you drink. Even if I was drinking, my music more honor. Shoot.
Right. Hey, do me a favor, before we move from wine, can you hold up the bottle? I just got to take a picture. I got to take a picture here. There you go. Okay, take a picture, smile, and got him. Okay. Now, let's talk about the event. Is that coming up for you tomorrow?
It is. This guy, he's so handsome.
Take the bottle away, guys.
Now. Anyway, it's tomorrow, and I couldn't make up my mind whether it's going to be a wine release, CD release, a grand opening. So I said, forget it. Let's just make it everything, you know, because, you know, we just do it all, and we are. And it's at Livermore. It's in Ehrenberg Cellars. And it is a lot of fun. I just like to have fun and be with people safely. COVID safe, distance safe. It's in the parking lot. How Hawaiian can that be? That's right. Bring your lawn chairs. Hey, if you guys get your own wine you like, bring them too. Just put them in a bag. I'm not gonna say nothing.
Okay, so there's a lot of people that are got questions here. Northern California, too funny. Thank you. Chrissy's saying aloha to you. How far are you from Temecula, California? John's asking.
That's far, but I'll be there next week. Because I also we provide poi, from fresh poi from Honolulu Taro, and so I cart like tonight. I gotta go airport at 12 a.m. You people better buy poi and appreciate this Bay Area. 12 a.m. I gotta go, and nothing but Sole ladies, right? So they all know me, right? So I go and and they go, "Brother, you have poi," and I go, "Yeah." So I take care of my Polynesian sisters, and with Kulolo, so we offer that through Hanalei Tarot, and we'll be there in LA. And then later on that night, I said I like one party, so we're gonna be at Brada's. So I don't know, it's just everything happening. I'm hungry.
Okay, so everything all happening at once with the food, the wine, the release of the CD, right?
The CD, yeah, I play music too. Sometimes I forget. And it's nominated. It's number 2 on LA. You know what? Let's talk more about the wine because he's just so fancy. People go, "Why you put your face on there?" I go, "It wasn't me. It wasn't me." And and it's gonna by the time it gets to you, it's all gonna be sold out. So might as well just So yeah, the CD's doing well though, Billy. Thank you so much for asking. It's a wonderful CD.
If there's anybody that wants more information on everything that you are doing, that wants to follow you, that wants to see your streams, because you're streaming live too also, where can people find you?
BillyV.com.
Billy V Live. There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Absolutely going to be this mainland type of segment for Billy, and live from the kitchen with Billy V. And so that's where. But find me on social media. I'm a teacher by day. The very first thing I tell my students is, "Don't Google me." So of course they Google me. So,
and of course they Google. Oh yeah, you tell them don't do it, and that's the first thing they're gonna do.
I'm accessible. You're amazing. I don't believe I'm on Billy V Live because I listen to you every week in the kitchen, and me and the amigos, we always listen to you. We love you. They think you part Mexican, and so I wasn't quite sure.
Brother, you would not be surprised how many people have asked me that every time I walk around downtown in Las Vegas. That's another story in itself.
You are an amazing, and the things that you do are just great. And I really enjoyed Zach Lum's. That was awesome. What the manao and the knowledge that this show brings us here on the mainland is extremely important. So thank you so much.
Once again, Patrick is a Hōkū Hanohano Award winner and was also just on the All-Star Tribute to Cyril Pahinui that was just last week, and has played with Cyril for years. Of course, winner of Hōkū Awards, as I mentioned, but also plays and shares music, aloha stories up and down, not only the West Coast, but wherever he travels. What's next on your travel calendar?
I'm going to try and learn how to swim.
Did you not know how to swim?
People, I thought you were going to ask me, what don't you do? I can't swim, Billy V. I can't swim.
You can't swim.
No. Okay. And I know that's extremely random, but it's the truth. So I think that on my next trip to Hawaii, all of my friends said they're going to volunteer to teach me how to swim by throwing me in the ocean. I don't know what that means.
Okay, that means that there's going to be a whole bunch of people that'll get together. We'll put it out on social media, and we'll all gather there, and we'll watch as they throw you into the ocean. And we'll have a couple of lifeguards as backup, ready to go, and then we'll have food that's being served up on the beach. I like the sound of this.
Billy, you might as well just interview yourself, because that's the way to go.
Hey, real quickly here, Kaui Deliri says, "Hey Pat, love you."
Love you, Kumu.
And
you're the best.
And Alcian says, "Sink or swim." There you go. And hearts from Chrissy.
Sink or swim, but no matter what, I get 5 kids, so buy my CD.
Right?
Sink or swim, and if can, this guy. Billy V's the best. You are the best, Billy V. You are the best.
Thank you so much for being on the show, and congratulations. His music video is on YouTube. We have featured it as a music video of the week in the past. Go out, buy his album, his wine, got a party. There is catering for you in California. And brother, we can't wait till we see you back here in the islands.
Always good to see you. Mahalo so much, you guys. And aloha to all everybody.
Brother, take care. You stay safe, yeah?
Aloha.
Patrick Landeza.
Let's drink.
Let's drink. Okay, wait a minute. Wait. When did
Some
I
alcoholics over there.
when did I suddenly lose control of the show?
Drinking.
Drinking,
Guys,
drinking,
guys,
drinking,
guys,
drinking,
guys.
drink.
I got time. I got time.
Cheers.
Oh, that's water, bro. My battery.
All right, here we go on this Aloha Friday. Let's go ahead and get the camera back on here. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. There was a question on the stream, and I want to get to the question. Can somebody put that back on? That was the one that I had saved and put on the side, and I got it. Is that the one? Sharon, what is going on at the chart house at the ʻIolani? You know what? Let's try to see if we can answer some of these questions, because we're going to jump into weekend events, and there is a whole bunch of stuff going on. As a matter of fact, trying to track it all is often an interesting feat. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. And let me see. Oh, there we go. Let's change cameras, shall we? We'll go over one camera. No? Okay. We stay on this camera? Can we go with the other camera? There we go. All right. So, Elevations Hawaii, tribute to... Wait, need a little bit of... Thank you, Patrick Landeza. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate that. I appreciate the bottle. The Elevations Hawaii, they're going to be playing over. They're doing a tribute to Sharon Jones. Now, all of these that we're going to be telling you about, consider them live performances unless we put something on the screen that says live stream. Okay, so once again, live performances are picking up. Let's continue. Hi-Fi presents Grub and Groove featuring Fia and Maile. That's coming up today, 8:30 p.m. Hawaiian Brian's. Wahine in Film, Pauhana. Notice that. That is a live stream. Okay, so that's going to be coming up for you at 5 o'clock this afternoon. Tickets are available on Eventbrite. Dustin Park, he's going to be over at Surf Jack coming up tonight at 6. Corey Oliveros is going to be at 6 at the Veranda over at the Kahala. And Tennille is going to be over at Shorefire Grill, live performance, also starting at 6. There's also one more, Gabe Miller, and he's going to be at Workplay Hawaii. While we're talking about streaming events, I want to say a special shout out to Kailua Moon. Kailua Moon has their streams that are just before our show at 2 o'clock, and coming up on Friday, just like they always do, they have another one that will start up at 4 o'clock after we're done with our show. So those Kailua Moon viewers, if you're watching, thank you so much for coming over here. And you can go back to Kailua Moon music after we're done at 4 p.m. All right, let's go into Saturday now. Hawaiian Airlines May Day 2021 Mākaʻikaʻi. It is a live stream, and it's going to be on Facebook Live. But if you're here in Hawaii, it's going to be on Hawaii News Now. That's KGMB at 6, K5, starting at 7 p.m. That, again, is tomorrow night. That is a live stream. So, want to go to a live performance? Here we go. May Day celebration. Hawaiian 105 and KCC and FM 100 are going to be at Pearl Ridge Center. Kalani Pe'a is going to be over at Hawaii Theater. That's, notice, a live stream, right? Boom, right there. Notice the QR code. You could actually take your phone right now and just kind of scan the QR code and get more information on that. I'll kind of leave that QR code there for just a second in case you wanted to try it out with your camera. Okay? So that's Kalani Pe'a, live stream, Hawaii Theater. Kuana Torts Kahele's got his at Blue Note Hawaii. That's a live performance. John Akapo is at the Surf Jack. He starts at 6:30 p.m. Tim Rose, who is absolutely phenomenal on looping, and just love him. He's in California. He's in Hawaii, back and forth sometimes. He's at Workplay Hawaii tomorrow night, starting at 7:30 p.m. Let's get to Sunday. Okay, coming up on Sunday, live stream. We talked to Patrick Landeza. He's going to be on. Kupawa and Chris Lau are with him over on the continent. They start at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock California time, and that live stream for him is Sunday, starting once again at those times. Alicia Souza and Barefoot Beach Cafe is at 11 in the morning. Trish Nale is at Surf Jack at 6:30 p.m. And Ho'oka'ihi Sunday is at Workplay Hawaii at 6 p.m. That's Sunday night. So as you can see, there is a ton of things that are going on all the way through this weekend, May Day weekend. If you get a chance, go out and enjoy. If not, we'll see you on television tomorrow night on KGMB and on K5. All right, so we are here at ʻIolani Palace, and we're getting a chance to talk story with Paula Akana, who is the executive director of Friends of ʻIolani Palace, which, by the way, they are celebrating their 55th anniversary?
Yes, 55 years.
You doing anything for that?
We're trying. We're trying. It's so exciting to reach 55 years, especially during the pandemic, right? During the pandemic, there were estimates that 1 out of 3 museums in the world would close. And we've seen some really important museums struggle far more than we were struggling. So we're so excited that we're still here. We're going to be doing a number of things. We're kind of celebrating for a week. We're going to have an online auction that'll last for a week with some really cool items that are coming in. We're also going to have some membership and public online talk story sessions about the history of ʻIolani Palace, the renovation work that went in and restoration work, which is fabulous, and the people who did that. And then we're going to have a concert. It's going to be an online concert. We have Juana Torres Kahele, Marlene Tsai, Robert Casimiro, Natalie Ai, and Amy Hanaiali'i. And so they're singing songs about and for the ali'i. So that's going to be an exciting week.
When does that start?
That's about the first week of June. We're kind of massaging the dates right now, but our actual anniversary is June 6th, so it's probably going to kind of kick off during that time.
Okay. Hey, we're inside of this area here. This is, what is this room?
This is the dining room, and this is one of my favorite rooms.
Okay, so tell us why.
Well, I love this room. I mean, I love everything about the palace. I mean, but this is just one favorite part because I can you imagine dining? And here's the table setting. Kalakaua is sitting in that chair there. He's not sitting at the head of the table and just, being the boss man. He's here so he can talk story with everybody on each side. We really believe that Kalakaua was the networking king because he invited you for a purpose, not only as friendship, but he knew that there was something that he could work with you or collaborate with you to better his kingdom and his people. And he was very much into that. And he would have these kind of like brunches that would start early in the morning and last late into the afternoon. And it'd be, we looked at menus and it'd be course after course after course. There's fowl and fish and beef and desserts and salads and all sorts of things. And I can just imagine it being here. And if it was a bigger party, they would open up the windows and the doors and you could hear the band playing, the Royal Hawaiian Band playing. And so to me, you feel like you almost want to go into a waltz or something when you walk in this room.
It used to last that long, but just think of it. It was the business of the kingdom, right?
So it was a business room. It was a business brunch all the time. No, smart man. He really was that. To me, he was a Renaissance man who had one foot firmly planted in the past as he looked at hula and everything that was important to him and the Halinoa society that he brought back, but one foot stepped forward into the future. He spent a week with Thomas Edison in New York because he was so interested in what could he bring back to his kingdom, and he did, electricity. So amazing.
And we had lights before the White House did. Wow, that's awesome. Paula Akana, thank you so much.
Thank you.
If you get the chance and you're online, you can get a chance to come here, or if you're on the island of Oahu, come over to ʻIolani Palace. Although, get ready though, you may have to make reservations a little bit early just so you can get here because they've been being pretty full and they love the community support. Let's get you back into the studio. All right, awesome. Once again, mahalo to Paula Akana for allowing us to be down there and to talk story with her. I was actually down there for Hawaii News Now Sunrise earlier this morning. Gotta say hello to a now Hōkū Hanohano Award winner who is on with us. Hello to my classmate, Gary Haleamau. Yay! When I mentioned Kauai Deliri, and I should make sure that I'm saying this correctly, saying hello to Kumuhula, Kauai Deliri, yay! some of the VIPs who are in the house on the show and with us on this Aloha Friday. And also, and yes, thank you so much, Paula Akana, for not only allowing us there, but also for taking care of Hawaii's treasures there at ʻIolani Palace. Go to their website, ʻiolanipalace.org, so you can find out more information and support them. Go to their online store, or better yet, if you are one of those that has the ability to donate, head on over to their website and you can find out more information. Usually, Kaleo Boi Kia is here. He does every other Friday. But last Friday, his InspireU portion was so touching, we decided to run it one more time this week.
Aloha, kakahiaka, Billy V, my brother. It is another beautiful day in Hawaii. You already know what day it is. It is another Inspire You message of the week for all of you Billy V Live fans out there. And it goes a little something like this. When we find someone with weirdness that is compatible with our own, we team up and call it love. You see, guys, when we are lucky enough in life to find someone with that same kind of weirdness, that same level of weirdness as our own, do not let that go. Make sure you cherish it and love it. And you know what, guys? I have been fortunate enough to find someone with that same level and kind of weirdness in my life. And you know what? I hope I loved it enough because we just got married this weekend, guys. So your challenge this week is to find that person with that same kind and level of weirdness. Hold on to it, cherish it. It is a very rare thing, and love them with all you got. Billy V, I love you, brah. Hope you guys have a great day, a great week, and I'll see you folks next time. Kaleo Boi Kia here with my new Mrs. Kia. Peace, love, and aloha. Cheers.
All right. Thank you to Kaleo Boi Kia for sharing that with us. He'll be back with his usual Inspire You coming up next week. By the way, catch him on Facebook on Mondays because he's got Motivational Mondays where he gives you mana'o, ike, that comes straight from the heart. So mahalo to Kaleo Boi Kia. We are almost at the end of the show. What an amazing day it's been. There are questions coming over. Where did I get that lei? It's gorgeous. Thank you. I got that from the crew. So thank you to the crew for yay crew. Okay, they're waiting for the end of the show, obviously. And Alcine says, "Oh, okay, good thing that we played Kaleo Boi because you missed that last week." Oh, that's awesome. Kathy, thank you so much. Keikilani, thank you. And mahalo for all of you for being here on the show. I think that we've hit everything that we wanted to. Just a reminder, if you get the chance, if you are on the YouTube side, we are always looking for people to hit the right button so that way we can get more people in our ohana, in our community. So make sure that you're hitting the subscribe button or the share button if you're on the Facebook side. If over on the YouTube side, then make sure that you hit that subscribe button as well. Our music video of the week comes from a person who comes from Mokuokeawe, Hawaii Island. And Kuana Torres Kahele he mailed me and he says, "I got something for you just for May Day and just for me to you. And if you want to share it, that's awesome." And definitely I do. So he has got a live stream and a show, and I don't know if it's sold out. That's at Blue Note Hawaii, and that is coming up tomorrow night. Thank you all for having for allowing us to spend time with you. And wherever you are, whether you're here in our islands or across the continental United States or around the world, or maybe you're watching this afterwards, happy May Day tomorrow to you. Wear a lei, make a lei, wear a lei, give a lei, and wear a lei if you get that chance to. And whatever you do, take that sense of aloha with you wherever you go. On behalf of our crew here inside of the studio, Mālama pono, aloha a hui ho, and we will leave you with the music of Kuana Torres Kahele as we say aloha from Honolulu, Hawaii. Aloha.
Aloha mai kākou a pau, o auale no o kuana. He wahi makana ke ia ia oko. Na keiki. He lei po i na ole no hoi ki keiki. Oia ka olelo a nā mākua me nā kupuna. No ka mea, Oko no ka mua a ka mākou. Oko ka sweet lei poino. E ku sweet lei poina o leia. Leina ni I ka vekiru. A never fading bloom, Yahweh. Eku sweet lei poina ole. Eku sweet lei poina ole. Leina ni I ka vekiu. A never fading bloom, Yahweh. Eku sweet lei poina ole. Upua ku leina ni Yahweh. Ke ola maua e kule. E kali aku meia o ea. E honi mai ka uala e pili. Kukua ku leina ni mai ole ea. E ola maunoa e kule. Ke kali aku neia o ea. E hoi mai ka uala e pili. Eku sweet lei poina ole. Eku sweet lei poina ole. Ke aloha nui au kou, aloha.